I was taking the girls on a mining expedition and decided that it would be interesting to pay a visit to Liam, whose house was close to one of the nodes. This should have been a quick fight, but everything that could go wrong went wrong. Luckily, I recorded this because the number of tactical mistakes that I made was just plain embarrassing. The biggest mistake was that Xylanen's and Candace's initial attacks sent Liam into the small copse of trees next to his house. The issue is that is the last place where you want Liam to be. Normally, you'll want him in the open area next to the house or along the shores of the pond on the other side. When he's among the trees, he's very hard to see, and you'll see my characters hang back throughout the fight while I am trying to spot him. Additionally, the trees and walls of the house can be problematic with some of the characters' movements. It's easy for them to accidentally go up the walls or even climb up on the trees. So my strategy was to try and nudge him either forcibly or by other means away from the house. But the problem is that Liam is a ranged unit and is not easy to budge. So he definitely had a tactical advantage being in the woods. One of the things I tried to do was to destroy him in situ by making use of a Nephis cloud. This is where Candace was a real help. Both her elemental skill and burst are quite capable of delivering sufficient quantities of hydro for this purpose. The other thing, of course, is that her burst infuses both Nephis and Dayar's weapons with hydro. This allows them easily to maintain the hydro needed to sustain the cloud by using simple normal attacks. Xylanen was definitely having issues, as several times while kicking, she went up the walls. This happened to such an extent that one time, I just allowed her to clamber over the house to get some breathing space. The fight against Liam is one of the more interesting ones due to his mechanics, as well as the terrain. Despite the physical obstacles, the keys to winning against him is to stay mobile and keeping him in an open area. He has a nasty tendency to create puddles of miasma, which you really do not want to stand in for any lengths of time. These puddles will cause a steady amount of damage while you are standing on them. Plus, to compound the issue, its element can react with other elements that you apply on top of it. The net result is even more damage. The worst offender among the elements is pyro, as that can set the grass on fire. Eventually, the girls did manage to shift him out of the woods to a slightly more open area near the pond. Dayar's burst with its ability to stagger humanoid-sized opponents and push them backwards was instrumental in achieving this action. When he was pushed out of the woods, he immediately lost the tactical advantage. This allowed the girls space to maneuver, which they promptly took advantage of and quickly ended the fight soon after. He did try to withdraw back into the woods toward the end, but by this point it was too late. Honestly, my biggest mistake was to underestimate Liam at the beginning of the fight. Normally, I have a plan before I begin this type of fight. Without a plan, it ended up a lot harder than I initially anticipated. Still, it was fun.